This video found you for a reason because deep down, something has to change. But here is a truth that I've learned in the hard way. Waiting to feel ready. That's exactly what you keep stuck. You think readiness is the green signal to act, but in reality, action is the only thing that creates readiness. 80% of people who are watching this video, they listen to this, they nod, they feel motivated for 2 days. And then what happens? Go back scrolling, complaining, planning their Monday start. Whatever I'm discussing here, will start on Monday. But the other 20%, they'll get uncomfortable and they'll start doing the work. And if you want to be in that 20%, you listen this video very carefully because these are 6 mindset shift that transform not my business life but my entire identity, from a failed cafe owner to a multiple 8-figure business companies we have built, from trading coaching to civil service coaching to banking coaching to multiple companies. Okay, so the real change begins with what you're willing to give up. Everyone talk about additions, adding more habits, adding more skills, more routines, more hustle. When you're adding, it becomes more hustle. But for me, the real game changer is subtraction, right? You need to avoid the distractions or subtract the distractions. When my cafe that failed, my instinct was to add more. That's the human instinct: new ideas, new investors, new plans. But nothing changed until I started removing. Now, what I mean by that, removing the people who drained your energy, removing my obsession with being liked. I don't want anyone to be liked now. Removing distractions disguised as opportunities. You think these are opportunities, but real distractions. Your progress is not blocked by what you lack, it's blocked by what you refuse to let go. You see, think of it like dieting. I can eat salad all day, but if you binge on sugar at night, you will never transform. That's how the same rule applies to business and life also. So until you stop feeding your old habits, the new ones can't survive. Forget about thriving. You cannot generate new one, right? And stop calling your excuses as your identity. Even in my case also, for years I said, I remember, I'm not a morning person. During my preparation time, studying time, I always work time, business time. I say I can work till night, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, but I can't wake up in the morning. It might be familiar to you also. So that one sentence actually delayed my entire growth curve if I look back. And I used to basically I used it to justify that I'm waking up late, I'm missing on my workouts and avoiding. So the biggest cost is that I'm avoiding that early hours that normally the leaders live by, the quality time of every day, the calm early hours. See, another, this excuses that you make. I'm not a tech person. How? You are sitting here, you're watching this video on YouTube in the phone. That means you're a tech person. Don't take that excuse. I'm more creative than disciplined. I'm not good with numbers. These are excuses. These are not facts. These are excuses that's wearing a nice outfit and you're just trying to justify that bad habit. So here, let me tell you, you are not a fixed identity. You are collection of habits, different habits, the collection. Can I change the habits? Can I redesign the habits? If I can redesign the habits, can I redesign myself? So when I stopped saying, this is who I am, and I started saying, this is who I'm becoming, that's when everything have shifted. So your future self cannot grow when your, past self keep holding the steering wheel. So that's why if your old habits is still there, means it's very difficult that the new habits will survive. So if you want to redesign yourself, you need to first redesign your habits. Give up your old habits, which you feel not good, and add the good habits. See, you're not stuck because your dreams are too big. You're stuck mainly because your patterns are too small. Most people are not failing because they dream big. They fail because they drag their old patterns into the new goals. When I started trade school, I thought I had evolved. New business, new energy, new team, new purpose. But soon I've realized I was running a new company with the same habits that destroyed the last one, like overworking, micromanaging, trying to do everything myself. It won't work, right? So the real growth happened only when I admitted I care more about, looking successful than actually being disciplined. So, that honesty was brutal, but it set me free. You will change the moment you care more about what? About becoming who you want to be than protecting who you are. I hope you got my point. So you will change the moment you care more about becoming who you want to be than protecting who you have been. So that's brutal. That realization is what you need to have. Now, let me save you years with this. There is no, 30-day, 60-day, or morning routine which can fix for transformation. Real change take 18 to 24 months, not 1 month, 2 months. The first 6 months that you will fight your old patterns. The next 6 months, you'll build new ones. Only in the second year, you'll start like feeling neutral. And when people ask me, Safir, how long did it take you to rebuild after failures? Or how long it took for you to recover after your treatments? I said it took 2 years to change externally, but the mindset shift that took every single morning. I can visualize what is going to happen. So change feels boring. It could be repetitive and slow. But why most people never reach it? That's the same reason. That's exactly the reason, because that change, you are not changing because you feel that it is boring, it is repetitive, and it's slow, and you don't have that patience. But if you can fall in love with that repetition, if you can fall in love with that boring and that slow change, then you will eventually fall in love with the result and you'll see a new version of yourself. So let's be brutally honest. I'll give you a checklist I wish someone gave me years ago. The first one: I'm done defending my old patterns. Even if I don't know what replaces them, I won't justify them anymore. Okay. Second one: I'm emotionally calm, not because life is perfect, but because I've stopped running from discomfort. Third: I don't feel ashamed of wanting to change. Wanting to grow is not weakness, it's awareness. I want to change. I don't want to feel ashamed of wanting to change. That's awareness and that's not weakness. Four: I'm okay with not having or not knowing who I am right now. Change is messy and that's fine. I don't know who I am right now. I'm okay with it. Five: I've stopped looking for easy answer or AI shortcuts because growth is not outsourced. It's earned. It takes time. It's boring. It's slow. It needs progress. So if you can check these five off, you're already in the top five. See if you are getting, ticks on that. You're already in the top five. The rest are, still waiting for motivation. So this is what changes: repetition, boring, repetition, slow, and not revelation. I used to think transformation is a light bulb moment. Now I know it's a grind. When I built my life after, the treatments, cancer, or even that business failure, I made the simple rule. Every morning I write down three things I don't feel like doing. Then I do the hardest one first. That one discipline changed everything. Because, change is not about what you do once, it's about what you refuse to stop doing daily. At first, those repetitions that feel awkward, but then they feel routine. And then you feel it like part of you and it's automatic. And that's when you realize there is no going back. Now, close your eyes for a second. Imagine it's a year from now. If you change nothing, right? Same habits, same excuses, same identity, where will you be? Think about it. You just close your eyes, think about it. You are here, and if you change nothing from your side, you just remain the same. You are not changing yourself, you're not changing your habits, you change nothing. Same habits, same excuses, same identity. Where will you be next year this time? Now, imagine you actually do the work. You cut the sugar, you face your fears, you cut your excuses, you repeat the boring stuff daily. imagine what can happen after 1 year. Which version make you feel alive? Which one make you sick? So if staying the same hurts more than changing, you're ready. Okay, so guys, this week, don't add a new habit, but remove one thing that's holding you back. Stop scrolling before bed. That's one thing. Stop complaining to people who won't change. Stop making promises you don't keep. So the point is transformation is not about addition, it's about subtraction until the real you emerges or comes out. So everyone want a different life. Very few want to let it go of the one that they already know they already have. But you can't become the next version of yourself while clinging to the current one. I told you, the old habits, if it is still there, alcoholism, if it is still there, then I can't build body. So if I want to be looking good and younger and building body, I should stop alcoholism. So if you are sticking to this and you can't achieve that, right? You are eating sugar and you want transformation, it's not possible. So start with this truth today. I don't need to be ready. I just need to be done being the same. Because once you decide that, change is not a choice, it becomes your identity. It becomes a necessity automatically, right? So with that, I'll stop the session. See you in the next video.